Hi, it's Rob again, and we've gotten some recent interest on this channel, so I thought I'd do another video for you guys. Thank you for those who have sought my services for consulting and for those who've asked questions. Hopefully I can help you. If you're thinking of getting a place in Big Bear, you can contact me at 818-783-7998. robreed.com is a website. robertreedlaw.com is my lawyer site. One of those ways will give you information on how to reach me, and if you want to sit down, my office is in Sherman Oaks, California. I'm more than happy to sit with you, talk with you for a low fee on how to prepare yourself for renting a property up in Big Bear. Status of what we're doing now is it's the last video I looked at. I can't believe it was May of 2015, so it's been a year and 4 months, almost a year and 3 months, and we're still chugging away. To give you perspective, our small little 500 square foot place is still getting rented almost every week. We are now in the middle of August, heading towards the end of August, on the other side of August, and we have missed only 2 weekends this entire year. So we have had somebody fill in the place, and sometimes midweek, and it's just been paid for itself and more. The purpose of this particular video is I wanted to tell you, update you a little bit about the registries for where you put your cabin. And I mentioned in the last video, there's VRBO, there's Airbnb, and there's Flipkey. Now our status now, at the time I made the previous video, we were on all three. And it turns out that the reality is, and this is the best advice I could give you as far as it relates to registering for these particular sites and putting your cabin up. The best one, bar none, for us has been Airbnb. Airbnb is packed with people. We get an Airbnb request at least once a week, and sometimes more than that. And I'm talking even now in the summer when it's allegedly the slowest part of time, the slowest part of the year. Winter, it's pretty crazy. Winter, you'll fill up almost entire months. There'll be like 4 or 5 days in an entire month of November, December, January, February that don't get filled. So that's a good time definitely to have your cabin and be ready to go. But Airbnb is just has been perfect. Had a problem with Flipkey. Now, the problem that we had with Flipkey was something that I warned you about in the previous video, which was about double booking and being careful to balance these sites together. And unfortunately, I made a mistake with Flipkey, and I think it was Airbnb also. I double booked. And so I realized the problem within like an hour. And contacted Flipkey and said we have to do something to change it. I'm sorry. And they said, well, we're going to charge you $150. And that was almost the entire rental fee. And I tried to explain. I said, look, I didn't know that's what you charged, and it's the first time we made a mistake, and we've been with you for a year and a half. Can you cut me some slack on this one? Or better yet, I will just pay your fee, the fee that you guys lost. And they wouldn't do that. So now that's not to say that Flipkey is the only service that will do that. I'm sure that VRBO, Airbnb have penalties. But the point, and hopefully the greatest lesson for you on this, is that with Airbnb in particular, you don't have to, I mean, they have so many people on there that you really don't need others. Now, we remain registered on VRBO, and the primary reason for that is I forgot to cancel it in time when we had to do a payment. So now I'm sort of stuck with it. But VRBO, we get maybe 10%, and that's because the Airbnb people are reserving faster maybe than VRBO can. But the reality is that the direction we are going, that I think we're going to go until it shows differently, is Airbnb exclusively. Airbnb is easier to use. I find Airbnb follows up with their clients much better, the people that rent. And we have like 64 plus reviews on the Airbnb site because people are the way that it's structured is it's constantly asking, reminding even us to do a review. And the easiest way to get a review from someone is to leave a review. And we've been very fortunate with VRBO with Airbnb that they encourage that. VRBO, we might have 6 or 8 because they don't follow up with it. So everything about Airbnb is the way to go. And so that's the best free advice we'll give you now. If you would like to talk to me about details, you're thinking about buying, you're looking for an area that you'd like to go to, we'll probably talk about these things and more later on down in videos. But if you're looking for consultancy now, give me a call, 818-783-7998. We'll talk small fee. I'll prepare you with everything you're going to need to know and some of the pitfalls and things that we have missed. And if you are willing to wait for that information, I may end up revealing that information at some point in time with a video here. So we've gone almost 6 minutes here. That's about enough now. Airbnb is, as far as I'm concerned, the way to go when you're putting your listing up on the internet. Take care, God bless, and see you in the next video. If you give me comments of encouragement, that'd be awesome that you saw this. Take care.